Hi everyone, welcome. I have another fun, I don't know, I wouldn't say tutorial, but have a fun closure. Okay, so we all know what these are, right? These are fasteners, and honestly, I couldn't tell you what size they are except by showing you, because it doesn't say anywhere in the label what size they are. I know I purchased them in Walmart. I don't know what area you're in and where you're watching from, but they're from a store called Walmart. And they are this small. There's of course larger ones that you can probably purchase at other like office stores, like Office Depot, Office Max, and Staples, and so forth, and probably even Walmart. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm painting these to make all sorts of things with them. And they're pretty cool. So see the colors? I don't know, am I in focus? So I have red ones that looks like vintagey. I have black, pink, red, you name it, yellow. Yellow ones are cool. Green, see if I can fetch a green one. Green, silver, and so forth. And that's what they look like. Why I'm making these, I wanted to make closures. And here they are. You push it to the side and you open it. Okay, so these type of closures. And here we go this way. And that's what they look like inside, but of course you're going to cover all of that, so that wouldn't matter. Mine goes this way, and because this is a pocket, it went in there and I just put a piece of tape so it's not gonna affect any of it. And I'll show you how to do one with this. But before I do, I want to show you that part is about can clip, and this is what they look like. Oh, I wanted to show you that brown one, which for when you're doing vintage things, you can use these type of colors too. Okay, so this, I have them in here with other stuff which shouldn't be there, but so these are the ones that I've made so far. My husband, he saved these for me. He tried squashing them in he's a metal fabricator. He tried squashing them, but it didn't work to flatten them out. So I kind of put them through my mini we are memory keeper press. So what you do is you glue it, or you can use double-sided tape. I really like to use the glue instead, and I just kind of glue it, right? And this is how I do it. I glue it. I peel this off, and you could hold on, you know, do the edges, ink the edges, ink the whole thing if you wanted to. You can paint them. I mean, sky's the limit what you can do with these little guys, but you have to flatten them out, and they have to have that piece there, because that is what's gonna hold the fastener in. Okay, we got that. I hope I don't have to demonstrate that. Just take it. This is an undone one. You have to straighten that out, and you can use those jewelry tweezers, any kind of tweezers. Just gently I can't do this and put it on the, but gently pull it up, just like I'm doing, without ripping it. And that's why it's important to use some sort of press to flatten it out for you. And it winds up looking like this. See the difference? Okay, flat. Okay, so that's that. So how do I paint these? I don't use any paint, although you can use any kind of paint you want, except for anything water-based, because it's gonna peel off unless you use light sanding, and you can sand it down. I don't want to go through all that procedure. So what I do is I use, and let me get some colors that you can see, old nail polishes. Well, these were some given to me for Christmas in colors that I really didn't like, and I didn't want to throw them out, so I figured I use them for something. So you just, and you might have to give it like 1 or 2 coats. After I paint these, sometimes I also use a clear on top, but they're supposed to look vintagey unless you want them to look super nice. That's the step that you will have to take. So you paint them like this. Let them dry in between coats. I mean, it's not going to take no more than 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes to really dry for the second coat. Because if you don't wait for it to dry, you do another coat, and watch this. Let me bring it up to the camera. If you don't wait, you paint it again, and what happens is it'll pick up. Well, this one quickly dried, so it depends what kind of, this is like really cheap nail polish. But okay, so some of them will dry quickly, so you'll be able to do quickly the second coat. On some, it won't. Like here, this one didn't dry enough, and what it happens is it lifts up the color back. So it's better if you wait. I'm using so this is a cheap one, and this is an Avon one. So again, it depends what kind of nail polish you're using. Now you don't want to go and spend $5 on a nail polish. Go and buy the Dollar Tree ones, and you'll be okay. So see what they look like? Isn't that neat? And I'm sure I didn't invent this. I'm sure everybody does it. I just saw them, and they were pretty expensive to buy them all colored up and prettied, and you don't get enough for the price that they're asking. So I decided to go and repurpose my nail polish into something that I can use. Now let me show you the purple one, just so you can see the different colors. So this is another, doesn't even have a name brand. Let me see what name. This is a Blackheart name brand. My daughter gave me this, so she didn't like the color, so it's really too bright for me, but it's not bright enough for my fasteners. And mind you, you can use these fasteners for anything. It doesn't have to be for just fixtures. I mean, you can use them for anything. Any decorations in your journals or whatever it is that you're doing. Now, I love this color, but see the difference between, this is one coat, this is one coat, and that's one coat, and you see the difference between the 2 coats and the 1 coat there. So if I come back, let me see if those are dry enough. Hoping if I come back and go over it with a second coat, they get darker. but you don't want to pile up too much nail polish, because just like on your nails, the nail polish would chip off these. But another thing you can do, instead of putting the clear on, you can put some decoupage or some kind of sealer on them so they won't peel off. So that's that. Okay, now let's do a closure for here. And I'm gonna go in here, and I really want to match it up, so I'm gonna do, let's try silver on gold. Yes, why not? And we're gonna use, I want to use the one that I just showed you. Okay, so what you do is get your pick, if I can find a pick, or I don't know, my stuff, I'm working in another area, so my stuff just kind of disappears. Dangerous. Okay, let's put this in here. Oh, going on the other. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so we're gonna have to put a hole in here, right? And we have to, oh, my dog, measure where the closure is gonna be. So kind of just hold this down and go this way. So see, it has to be like right next to this. Hope you can see that, right next to it. And then that way you can slide it right on top. So make sure that when you set it up right next to the edge of your flap. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make the hole. Then you take your fastener, you push it through this opening first, and I want to show you what it looks like. See it? Okay, then you push it through the hole. Having work done in the house, so please excuse us. Then you go inside, and let me see if I can show you that by opening it up. Can you see it? Right in there. There we go. Okay, and you just kind of don't press on it really hard, because then you won't be able to turn it. So kind of give it like a little bit of a gap, and then you take a piece of tape after you try it. So remember, I put it right next to it, and then it goes this way. So try, even if you could do it just a tad bit further than I did, because I came a little bit close to it, it'll work. So there's your closure, and it spins, even though inside is protected with a piece of tape. So let's see, can you see that? I protected it with a piece of tape, and you close it and it becomes a closure. Voila. So I hope you have fun making these. They're very, I'm telling you, they're very addicting. And these only cost like $2.12, and you get 200 of them. And then you get yourself a piece of foam board. You put them all in and you start painting away. It is so addicting. So I have over, I don't know, 250 in here. You can even do the really huge ones. Okay, really huge ones. So, and then you have this size and this size, and then the small, oh, I'm so happy that they're all there, and then the smaller size. So there you go. Let me see if I can get them side by side in my hand. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'll try. Oh, here, I'll do them here. Think Millie. Okay, there you go. That one's like rolling everywhere. So these are the different Am I? They're not cooperating. There you go. So those are the different sizes that you can make. I really like these. I would suggest this size, which is the smallest one right there, because that way you don't have these really long prongs to open up. So I hope you enjoy that tip, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.